Hi, my name is Luis Lopez. I am the second year head West. I've been living here in Canada for the past 6 years, since 2009, I believe. I'm originally from Mexico, um, and back in Mexico, we used to go to private school that unfortunately didn't really offer English. As a matter of fact, when I first came here, believe it or not, I used to be very bad at it. I had a lot of problems with not only like socially but also academically, like things like class presentations, English, of course, geography, and all those courses that require you to write essays were particularly challenging for me because I was not acquainted with the language enough to be able to perform well. Apart from the academics, also talking to people, holding a natural conversation with people, get them to understand them as so much to get me to understand them, proved to be a big challenge. My professor back then, Mr. Rob Lockie, really encouraged me to practice a bit more and to perhaps enter the public speaking competition. And after a while of thinking about it, I decided to do so. During one of the rehearsals that I had in front of some of the English teachers, I tried to perform the speech after rehearsing it a lot, and I remember how I choked. I was going through it, and then I suddenly forgot how to say a word, and that was it. I was completely frozen. I didn't know what to say, and there's nothing worse than being on stage and not knowing what to do because people can see your fear. And so I went back to my room and began thinking about dropping out because I felt that the challenge was too big to take. And after thinking about it, I decided to do what I always do when I feel kind of in times of trouble, if you will, which is playing the piano. And while practicing the piano, I had this amazing revelation. Instead of quitting, I should apply the same principles of piano and of music to speaking, which is, practice makes perfect. You need to practice. You need to go through it again and again. Just concentrate on things that you have issues with, and only that way would you be able to uphold a good performance. And the day came, and I was on stage. It was my turn. I don't even remember the other speeches. I was that nervous. I was just trying to go over my head, and there was a point where I said, I'm not gonna go over this anymore. I'm just gonna calm down for a minute because I'm just freaking out. And they called my name, and I was like, oh, here we go. And I stood up. Nobody clapped for me or anything like that. It was dead silence. And approaching from my chair at the back of the stage to center stage was probably one of the longest times in my life. It was quite a short distance, but it felt so long. And when I stood right in the spotlight, it was really bright and it was really hot. And then I look at the audience. They were all paying attention. And I could feel my heart pounding really hard. And I told myself, here we go. And the moment that I said the first word, that's when it all came naturally. It's always the first word. I said it, and the entire thing just went as practice. And by doing so, I felt such a good relief, and I felt so good after it that, it was really rewarding. I won first place that year. The advice I can give you is the advice that I gave myself all those years ago, which is you should try harder. You should try harder, but not only that, try harder to change your state of mind.